The movie kicks off with a dude who seems to have been turned into a zombie. He's got thoughts and feelings kinda like a regular person, even though he's a zombie. This zombie goes by the name R and can only recall the first letters of his name. His family, job, and past life are all wiped from his memory. But there's one thing he still remembers. The moments right before he turned into a zombie. He still holds on to memories of people he met at the airport. At that time, the whole airport had turned into a zombie zone, and there were even zombies that had become super evil. These super evil zombies are called bonies. They're the ones whose hearts have gone totally dark because they've lost all hope and emotion. But R doesn't want to go that route because he still feels things and hopes to live like a normal human again. While he's zombieing around, R's living in an airplane, and he spends a bunch of his time listening to tunes. At the airport, he's got a zombie pal named M, and they can chat sometimes, even if it's just a few words. One day, R and the other zombies decide to hit up the city to find some grub, which means humans. Even though he's still aware, he's got a big craving for human flesh. Plus, there's this wall that separates the human and zombie worlds, making it hard to cross over. On the human side of the wall, folks are living their lives safe and sound. A gang of young peeps, Julie, Nora, Perry, and others, come together. Julie and Perry are an item, and they're all sent on a mission to snag some meds from a city hospital. Before they leave the safety of the wall, they get some pep talk and orders from a guy named Colonel Grigio, who's Julie's dad. According to the Colonel, these zombies may look like people, but they can't think, don't bleed, and don't feel. But watch out for skull-faced zombies, 'cause they're fast and deadly. You can tell Julie and her boyfriend aren't exactly in the best place in their relationship. Armed with the info they got, they head for the city. The zombies, on the hunt for a meal, suddenly catch a whiff of a human scent and march right into the hospital. Inside, Julie and her crew are gathering medicine. Nora gets a fright from a noise outside. Julie tells everyone to split ASAP, but Perry's all like, nope, we gotta finish our job. Not long after, bam, zombies burst in and it's fight time. While they're scrapping, R falls head over heels when he spots Julie being all badass, slicing up zombies left and right. He tries to go for her, but Perry steps in and shoots at him. R ends up offing Perry, taking a bite out of him in the process. Turns out R's not your typical zombie. He gets flashes of past memories from the brains he chows down on. This gives him a taste of what being human is like, and he sees that Perry and Julie were an item. So, R keeps a piece of Perry's brain in his pocket as a souvenir. Then he makes a move on Julie, but she's freaked out, thinking she's done for. R knows other zombies will be after Julie, so he smears some of Perry's brain goo on her face. Weird, right? But it tricks the other zombies into thinking she's just one of them. R grabs Julie, and they split to his airplane crib. Julie has no choice but to roll with it for her safety. Nora's there, staring in terror. The other zombies can't tell Julie's human, thanks to R's clever disguise. Julie gets tucked away on the plane, safe and sound. R sees Julie crying and scared, so he backs off, giving her some space. He wants to get closer to Julie, so he chows down on more of Perry's brain. R goes through Perry's memories, seeing a dinner date with Perry and Julie. Julie's old man totally put the kibosh on Perry's plan to join forces with his own pops and build that whole separation wall thing. But Perry wasn't about to let his dad's situation slide, you know? He sneaks over to the construction site, and they've got this super hush-hush tunnel they used to escape from the wall they're working on. Sneaky, right? Anyway, Perry finally makes it there, and guess what? His dad's turned into a full-on zombie. Like, who saw that coming? Right when things are looking hairy and they're about to get chomped on, Julie has to make this tough call and pops Perry's undead dad right in the noggin. That's game over for him. Here's where it gets deep. Now that Perry's gotten a front row seat to his dad's transformation, he's all in on understanding why Julie's been wigging out. He tries to bond with her, throws a blanket over her, and cranks up some tunes to chill her nerves. And get this, while Perry's eyeballing Julie, his stone-cold heart decides it's time to start thumping again. Boom, like a defibrillator for the soul. Fast forward to the next morning. Julie's up and rumbling, craving some grub. She looks to our zombie pal, R, and asks him to rustle up some victuals. R's all cool with it, but he's like, hey, you hang tight in the plane, and I'll go scrounge up some chow. Now, this is where it gets sneaky again. While R's out and about, Julie takes the opportunity to make a break for it, escaping from that crazy scene. Bummer alert. So, there's Julie, right? She's peeking out, and guess what? A bunch of zombies are doing their zombie stroll outside. Just when things are looking grim, bam, this guy named R pops up out of thin air and saves her from those zombie dudes. Back on the plane, they treat Julie to some grub and a drink. But here's the kicker. Julie's all intrigued by how unexpectedly nice these zombies are. She's curious about R's name, but guess what? He's a one-letter talker, stuck with R. So, she's like, okay, R it is. Julie's all like, hey, help a girl out, get me out of here. But R, sneaky guy that he is, keeps finding reasons to keep her around. He's like, nah, outside's too risky, hang tight for a bit. Julie's got her mind blown, because R's unlike other zombies, he can chat. So they chill together for a few days. While Julie's catching some Zias, R snags the last bits of Perry's brain he had stashed. But whoopsie, that brain's gone funky, and R has this messed up dream where he's offing Perry instead of saving Julie. Yikes, right? R's all apologetic for offing someone Julie cares about. But when he turns around, Julie's pulled a Houdini and is surrounded by zombie pals. Here comes Zombie M, thinking Julie's a snack, and wham! R swoops in and gives M a good thump. Julie's like, okay, enough's enough, time to hit the road. But then Zombie M, not thrilled about R making friends with a human, throws a fit and orders R to chow down on Julie. Chaos alert. This stirs up the big bad bonies, and Julie and R are booking it out of there. Just when it seems they're trapped, guess who shows up? Zombie M. He's batting away the bonies, and why? 'Cause he knows R's got a thing for Julie. Off they go to this hangout spot for R and his zombie crew. And here's the kicker. R's all hard eyes for Julie, and the other zombies are like, oh, how sweet. So, they let Julie and R make a run for it. And guess what? The icing on the cake, Julie and R's love story, melts those zombie hearts, and these once dead dudes are feeling the beat again. Groovy, right? So, not too long after that, a bunch of bonies come strolling over. These bonies figure out that M and the other zombies teamed up to rescue R and Julie. Well, this really ticks off the bonies, and they decide it's time to mess with the humans. Meanwhile, Julie and R make their way out of the airport and find this empty house. Julie's dad had bailed out of there, and they decide to crash at the joint. Inside, they stumble upon a Polaroid camera and start snapping goofy pics of each other. Julie's ready to hit the sack, but she's got the jitters about zombies barging in. She wants R to bunk with her, just in case those undead fellas decide to pay a visit. Out of nowhere, these patrol armies roll by the place, giving them a scare. Julie spots her dad in the mix, but she's playing it cool and not stepping out. She's too worried about R catching some heat from those army folks. So, R decides it's confession time. He spills the beans that he's the one who chomped on Julie's ex-boyfriend. Well, that really bums Julie out. She thought her ex got offed by a zombie hero, but nope, it was R all along. For the first time in a dog's age, R manages to drift off into dreamland. He's dreaming about finding Julie, Perry, and Nora. He's hoping he and Julie can be a thing, but Perry chimes in and drops the bomb that R snacked on Julie's ex. Ouch. Morning rolls around, and R wakes up to find Julie's done a runner. That hits R right in the feels, and he's majorly regretting his past munching choices. This might just be his last shot at feeling like a regular human. So, they both agree to toss all that drama aside. Julie heads back home to her wall, where her dad's freaking out, and guess what? R gets to hang with his zombie pal, M, and the crew. R fills M in on Julie's new, happy family life with the regular folks. And, big shocker, M and the gang had their first taste of dreaming in a while. But here's the kicker. Those bonies, the grumpy zombie crew, they're cooking up a plan to wreck the humans' party. So guess what? R's got this sneaky plan going on. He's all like, yo, I'm gonna sneak into the human territory with the help of M and his zombie crew. Gotta give Julie the 411 on those wicked zombie schemes, you know? Then, they're all like, let's round up some good zombies to team up with the humans and take on those creepy bonies. So, as they're getting ready to hit up the border town, R's like, hey my pals, chill at the stadium for a bit. But R, he's on a solo mission, cruising through the city. He's all Indiana Jones style, following this secret path Perry and Julie once traveled. Armed with Perry's brain vibes, he's on the hunt for answers. Meanwhile, Julie's spilling the beans to Nora. She's like, "Girl, let me tell you what went down. I actually kinda miss that zombie dude who saved my butt." Nora's like, "Say what? You trippin'?" Later that night, Julie's like, "I need some fresh air. Balcony time." But whoa, R's at her doorstep, like, "Surprise, surprise." Julie's all, "Hey there, hug time." And guess what? When she hugs him, she feels that warm and fuzzy vibe. So, R's in the crib, and they're keeping it hush-hush. Nora's mind is blown when she sees R. She's all like, "Zombies stink, right?" But R's breaking the mold, smelling all fresh and nice. And R spills the beans about the evil zombie attack plan. Julie's like, "Oh snap, gotta tell my pops." But wait, R's still looking undead. So they're like, "Let's give this guy a makeover, make him blend in with the humans." Meanwhile, the Bonies are on the move, rolling towards the border town, ready to wreck stuff. So Julie, Nora, and R are like, "Let's go see Julie's dad, the Colonel. He's all in warrior mode, ready to take on the Bonies." Julie's like, "Dad, listen up. There are zombies who want to change their ways." But her pops ain't buying it, calls it nonsense. So R's like, "Hold up, gotta spill the beans about who I really am." Colonel Grigio, the tough guy, flips out when he finds out R is a zombie. He goes all action hero and aims his gun right at R. But guess what? Nora, the fearless one, ain't having any of that. She's like, "Hold up, everyone. Guns down. Let's peace out of here." Talk about a showdown, right? So, Julie and R's big plan totally goes down the drain. No high fives for them. But hey, they don't give up. They're like, "All right, let's rally the zombie troops." Off they go to this huge stadium, and bam, mind-blown moment. There are zombies everywhere, thanks to Zombie M, the zombie commander. Zombie M spills the beans. These undead buddies are all about teaming up with the humans to tackle those Bonies, the super creepy evil zombies. Just when things get real, guess who crashes the party? Yup, the Bonies themselves. Zombie M's like, "R dude, protect Julie at all costs, even if it means you gotta be the hero." So, here's the kicker. Zombie M and his gang hold the Bonies back like total bosses, but a few slippery Bonies manage to escape the zombie smackdown. They're hot on R and Julie's heels, ready to give him a not-so-friendly welcome. R ain't no wimp, though. He's pulling out all the stops, flexing his zombie muscles to shield Julie from those undead chasers. Just when things are getting nutty, guess who rolls in? Colonel Grigio's army, all geared up and super confused. I mean, who wouldn't be seeing zombies fighting zombies? But hold up, they start to connect the dots. They're like, "Wait a minute, these zombie pals might just be the secret weapon we need." And just like that, the tables turn. Team Human and Team Zombie join forces to take down the evil zombie squad. At the same time, Colonel Grigio is like on a mission to find Julie. His peeps in the army hit him up, telling him they're battling those wicked zombies alongside M and the crew. Now, check this out. R and Julie are basically trapped. No way out. R's all like, "Yo, I promised M I'd keep Julie safe, so I gotta think fast." He decides, "Hey, let's take a leap of faith," and they jump into a pool below. Julie's thinking R's a goner, but surprise, he pulls through, and they even share a smooch in the pool. Crazy thing. R's eyes go back to normal, just like that. But hold up, plot twist. Out of nowhere, Julie's dad pops a shot into R's chest. Talk about drama, right? They're surrounded by soldiers, and R's bleeding like crazy. Looks like he's not the bulletproof zombie he used to be. Colonel Grigio's like, "Whoa, hold up. Zombies might have a shot at going human again." So he flips the script on the battle plan. Good zombies, and the army team up against those nasty Bonies. And guess what? Evil zombies get wiped out. Humanity's like, "Cool beans, we can coexist with these cool zombies." They're all hoping these zombies will eventually fix themselves up. Oh, and guess what else? M, who's a real player, finds someone special too. As time goes by, the other zombies are totally human now. And guess who's got a love thing going on? R and Julie. And just to wrap it up with a bang, that giant wall is history. Peace out.